Hello guys, and welcome back to another game of League of Legends. We'll be starting off our W, and we started off with Doran Shield because we really need to go and get some defensive, as that's what our main role on the team is. Speaking of our team, let's go over it. Top Gnar, this is my brother again. Hopefully you guys remembered him. I had an awesome game with him last time. My last game with him was just so cool. I wish I recorded it, but I forgot, so I'm recording you this video. We have a Jungle Master Yi, Fox Knight is our ADC Jinx, and Goose is our support Lulu. We're going to make some wombo combos with this team. Just you guys wait. On their team, they have a support Annie, ADC Jinx, mirror matchup. Top Nasus, but he didn't fully connect, or I didn't see him connect in the loading screen, so he might be AFK or DC'd. They have a jungle Shogoth and a mid Yasuo. So let's get acquainted with ourselves. I don't know if he's gonna be around here. Checking all the brushes. The minions are coming, but before they make their full rounds. Hopefully Nasus isn't anywhere to be seen. Though you can't really be too careful, because he might have just not connected for me. I don't think he connected for my brother either, but that's not saying much considering half the people on the team don't connect for him in the beginning. But it seems like he isn't here, for the most part. So if we get an easy lane, I'm hoping he reconnects, because it's going to be a little boring for you guys if you just have to watch me farming. And this is how you this is the proper method for farming. And as I screw it up, wait for him to get low and use my, dang, that was close. Just a little bit lower. Okay, so they're not aiming this guy, so, yep, and I can't even farm. This is how you don't farm correctly. Okay, guys, let's see if we can't do better. Let's just wait until they're low instead of trying to use our passive on our on our W. Okay, that is how you correctly use the passive. You go twice, then you let them get low enough, and then you use your it's kind of like an XQ, I guess you could say. Okay, so looks like Cho'Gath is up top after what looks like a horrendous jungle clear. I guess he was hoping for whoever to come back too. So it seems like Nasus hasn't come back yet, but hopefully it doesn't take him too long. Let's see if we can't just get some poke off. And farming is pretty weak. You're going to be pretty weak, especially in this form. And he's just kind of like little, I guess. Oh, okay, Nasus is definitely back. I don't think anyone else on their team has teleport. Okay, so good thing he's back. I mean, it's going to make this lane a little bit harder, but I'm sure you guys would prefer that than just farming all day. Although I do admit I look pretty good while farming. Just kidding, I'm really I wish I could show you a better, more competent farm, but I can't, so we'll give you the best I've got. So the best idea, especially with Nasus, because he gets really strong late game if you don't shut him down, you're definitely going to want to shut him down in lane by not letting him get farmed. So let's see if we can make that happen. Okay. So a constant threat of poking is going to be needed. Let's say that he's left, because we don't want him coming and attacking our teammates while we're gone. And now that we're big Gnar, okay, we just got hit by a tower. That's not good. Okay, so we can't farm for nothing. I apologize. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, picking up your boulder will also make your boomerang cooldown reset a bit. His boomerang, if you catch it, has a big decrease in cooldown. If you can get that. His W is similar to Vayne's mechanic, as in on the third hit, it deals extra damage, and for Gnar, sorry, no, I just like calling him Gnar. It actually goes and gives him that like little blue aura, which is a speed buff. If you guys I don't know if you guys knew. So Nasus with his stacks can become almost like infinitely stronger as the game progresses. So denying him farm is like something is just necessary in this kind of lane matchup. Especially since I'm going tank, I'm not going to be able to scale as well as he does. I mean, I scale pretty well, just due to the fact that as Gnar, like I actually do a lot of damage with my multiple forms. So let's, yep, get them in our stun range. I don't think I have to really pop flash, so I won't. Okay, so I guess I had to pop flash, but I at least got Nasus. You see, I assumed since the only reason I flashed is because they were actually like going on me. They were really like going through with that, which I didn't think after like I got into a certain tower range that they would eventually like just give up on that fruitless chase. But just because they actually like, continued to go in on that, I was able to. And now that he's gone with that his Q, he's gonna have a lot more trouble poking me. So at this point in the game, I'd say this. Well, at this point, if you have the jungle covering for your top laner, you should have gone in and. Anyway, I think he's going mid lane. The Cho'Gath. If you guys, sorry. Okay, no, he's actually staying. Set weirdly enough. Okay, so if you guys saw that, I waited until he was, because he was definitely going in on me. So using my ult, I threw him into tower range, and I kept him there so he could die. It's kind of fun when you destroy the hope of your opponents. Of course, normally I guess it might be a little bit of a nice guy thing to do to go a little bit easy on someone who had to reconnect, but he wasn't gone long, so, and especially as Nasus, you can't really show Mossy in this kind of lane up, because if he gets better than you, or gets ahead of you, I mean, you're not going to catch up, and it's just going to be a pain in the bun. Well, Nasus could definitely come in and poke me more, especially with his Q doing so much damage. I wouldn't be able to turn that damage too easily. And I'm going to just say this right now. He would not have too much trouble going around. Let's hope that gets him. So that's not going to get him, so I'm hoping we didn't chase too far and someone comes and gets us. And if I think Cho'Gath wasn't in too much of a position to respond to that. And this is a bit greedy, so I'm going to back off now. Considering that I spent more time top lane than was necessary, it's definitely possible that the mid laner could come, but he's not there, so if anyone is going to be the Cho'Gath, which upon reaching level 6, I'm not sure he is there yet, but it seems like he is not, but as soon as he reaches level 6, really diving me won't be too much of a problem, considering he gets so much of a health boost from eating me. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, he eats people. Cho'Gath is a people eater. Now, at this point in the game, it's probably better to buy actual wards, like especially since I'm ahead, and I'm gonna sell my or at least trade in my vision, my warding trinket, my warding totem, which is for wards, for this, so I can sweep out their wards and get rid of them. Because a few even though it saves a little bit of money, they're not as good as these wards once you upgrade it. And in the end, all meat, the red trinket is kind of the best. So I would just say you should get that. At least one person on your team needs a red trinket towards late game in order to clear wards on Baron and Dragon and key positionings, if you guys didn't know. And it seems like this is going to be another good game, but I kind of really wish that I could have showed you guys the other game. It was just amazing. As you guys see, we can totally wreck him at this point, and we're building defensive. Imagine if we were building offensive. I mean, he'd probably wreck us because he would be able to do much more in return than just run. So, that's one of the benefits of Gnar, especially as a tank. He actually has a lot of good damage and a tankier kit. So building Gnar as a tank has a lot of better mechanics, because survivability is really great in this form. And when you have to go into melee range, and since the transformation's not controlled, if you just carelessly go into melee range, you can lose a lot of health going in if you're squishy. You can also go ahead and lose your life. Now, I know I'm a little out of position, but I'm hoping to get down some deep wards to be able to get a key position on the Cho'Gath. And if blue buff comes up and I can steal it, that's just something I can do to make my time easier, because they'll have to eagerly try to stop me from doing things like this. And Nasus, while not much of a threat at the moment, I don't think I'm going to have to be too single-mindedly on the lane. Let him get a little bit of farm while not letting him get too ahead. Like, I'm down in farm right now, so it'd be good for me to get back. And hopefully, yeah, we have a dominance in this lane, so he's definitely cautious around us. Like, if you look at this. Okay. At this point, I'm going to back off now, because if there's a turnaround, like with a jungle or anybody, I can definitely feel some bad plays going around. But it doesn't seem like that in the way he's acting, and my jump is almost up, and I have flash. Okay, for the most part, I don't think that was too eventful for you guys. I'm hoping to make this lane fun with this constant trading. But remember, you always have to be a little bit wary of your opponents. Now I'm going to back off, yep, because he used his ult. So if you guys saw that, that was just key instincts on my part. I knew that after a certain point, he'd start doing a lot of damage to me, so staying out of that circle would be good. Hopefully, we don't lose that minion. And he's getting back some health from that, so in general, it was probably just much better for us to go and get out of there when we did, I mean. Now we can actually trade with him. But, we made a lot of mistakes there too. So, okay, I know that was probably really bad on my part, and I had a killing spree on me, but I wanted that kill. Mainly because I was greedy. So, I meant to go towards more the Randuin's build. And let's see, right now there's not much I can do. Can't upgrade this yet. And I can't really upgrade my boots yet in any way, shape, or form, because I'm aiming for these boots. So for now, I'm going to continue on as I was. I can teleport back into lane. Let's see. Let's roam bot lane, I guess. No. We still can't let Nasus get farm. You see, top lane is largely considered an island by a lot of people, just due to the fact that, if you're going to tell, a lot of people consider it an isolated, like, event. When you're top lane, you usually just farm and shut down the other laner. So, in this case, I'm mainly going to have to go ahead and fight him. But it seems like he might be baiting. If you guys didn't see that before. He was like moving back. I think he was trying to show me that he was recalling. And Cho'Gath and them are not too far away, but they're not too close. So, to a point, we can't be like so unconscious of them that we go and fight too far away. Like this, we can do some trading without like. Now let's see if we can't just get away without E, while going back in to threaten some poke between these scuffles. I didn't think I'd be able to really kill him if I ulted him into turret range, but that's something I constantly like keep like a check on. See if your enemies are going to be vulnerable in any stages of battle. And I don't know why I got another point in here. I guess out of reflex for some champions that I play, but for the most part, you should definitely go for points in your Q and W, as those are going to be the ones that help you trade the most. And okay, I said he was gone. Okay, What happened?
I would have died there, but I accidentally pressed W. So you know the W, my W makes me go.
Ah, yeah.
And I barely saved myself.
Oh, get near the wall. Get right near the wall, right? No, dude, he has his ult. So we're gonna help our brother in mid lane. He's thinking he's got this, but you don't want to allow your other laners to become overconfident, because there is some folly to overconfidence. And I'm gonna make sure there's no wards here. Let's see if Eric, if you go here, I can do a double jump really close to him. If you get right here, do you see it, Eric? Ah, dude. Are you getting close to killing him? We totally... Okay, dude, I would get out. But we totally, if my brother followed my plan, like, I pinged him there, I could have jumped over, gone into Gnar farm. Nasus is someone you should not leave split pushing. My brother is right when he says that, saying I shouldn't have gone in with that plan in the first place just because of Nasus. So I have him use his ult. And let's see. I was hoping I could get some use out of my ult there, but right now I can't really pull him into tower range, but hopefully. Yep. I was hoping, but he's too cautious of that after that force. I don't know, I'm thinking of my other game. My first kill was when I ulted. No, that was Cho'Gath I ulted into this range, I think. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting these games confused because both of them were doing very well up in the top lane for ourselves. So sometimes, you know, you gotta differentiate between what you're doing and who you're doing it with. Oh, who are you? My brother was expecting, I'm guessing he wanted, to be ultied or what? Yeah, it does increases the magic damage of you and your teammates.
Yeah, it does that.
But it also, and then it pops, I know. He was hoping his ulti would pop the guy, right? So he considers his enemies lucky to be alive. My brother is somewhat of a enthusiastic duelist, I guess you could say. He prefers to constantly fight with your opponent, which I guess you can say that's something I've been doing. I've been constantly fighting with this Nasus, but for the reason I can't let him get fed. Like, he has 150 stacks. That is a lot of stacks for someone as playing Nasus, and yeah, he can see that I'm getting into nerf him. Okay, so at this point, I don't know if we're actually gonna be able to win, but he's out of his ulti, I know for a fact, and now I'm out of it. And I don't know if he's just being cocky or what, but he might have enemies on the horizon waiting in ambush. Because when someone like that with such a vulnerability, especially in his position, when he's just going non-stop aggressive on me like that, he definitely wants me to go in on him. There's definitely a gank in waiting. I know that for a fact at this moment, just because he did that. He's dancing, he's taunting, he thinks he can get me riled up, and I guess he's gotten Gnar riled up because I'm ready to throw rocks at people. But for the most part, I'm going to keep a cool head and remain my inner Gnar, I guess you could call it. And keep these minions off the turret for the most part, because we don't want them going in and getting any more damage on the turret, because Nasus with his Q, not only stacking with it is the problem, but he can get off a lot of good hits on the turret. And we don't need the death of our turret right now. So hopefully, even if we have to take some damage, just taking down the minions. Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. As long as you could survive. Okay. So my brother's getting a little pissed off and the ME team is taking ahead, so maybe Nasus, it would have been better if Nasus didn't come back. Sadly enough, he did. And, well, he isn't really getting the most benefits. Okay, so I assumed he would have withered us. That's kind of what Nasus does when he tries to kill people. He tries to make it so that they can't fight back. And of course, although I have kills on him, like I've said multiple times, if the enemy has the advantage in objectives, and they have the advantage in objectives and kills, so they mostly have the gold advantage, meaning they have better items than our team at this stage. So at this stage in the game, we definitely have to make sure that the enemy team doesn't get too far ahead. It seems that my brother is 1-6, so I'm wondering if that was from probably jungle ganks. I'm on my way. Okay, if you didn't know now, if he jumps to any other minion in his his smaller form, he can actually go ahead and okay. So of course they are going around and just killing our teammates. So let's hope we can keep them here, perhaps bait them. Okay, I don't think we can actually bait them. But hopefully, now that we're in our range form, we can definitely poke them down. Okay, so Yasuo's here. Okay, that was just silence and things, and everything after another, so we're dead. And our brother's back in to get his butt kicked. Hopefully he'll survive, just cause... Okay, no. He used his smite on you. Yeah, he smited you. So that last smite... No? I saw it. Oh, what? I don't know what exactly is going on, but my brother was killed. He thinks it... I think we all saw him get smited, but I don't know for a fact, I guess you could say. He thinks it was the rupture. I don't know if it just didn't. So as you guys saw that, the mechanic there. Let's get a kill out of this. Like Nasus at this point, he's actually like able to get. Okay, so we can't fight him anymore, of course, but hopefully he can take him out. So as the tank, like I've said before, kills don't matter. If we can get our other teammates fed, that's something I'm gladly gonna do. Hopefully not at the cost of my own life, but if it comes to that, I definitely will put my life on the line to get our team fed. So next I'm gonna get this. I don't think we really have too much to worry about in that form. I need to worry about being able to get off my CCs. Still got the magic aside. Sorry, my bad. Since this team is mainly AD as a problem, I'm gonna go get mainly focused on getting armor. The only reason I got these boots are for the tenacity, because I can't remain stunned for too long, and the reason I'm getting the Guardian's Angels next is so I can come back from a stun and continue to perhaps get things out of the way. TY for feeding the game. I don't know what he's talking about. Did bot lane feed? I don't know. I see. Nasus is taunting my brother because apparently Nasus is... You mean Yasuo? Yeah, Yasuo is constantly getting ganks off, which is one of the reasons why he's so very strong. Okay. Yeah, my brother just verbally told us that we should watch out because Yasuo and, of course, Cho'Gath are coming. So hopefully we could kite them out, I guess you could say. Okay, that doesn't look like it will be happening. But hopefully we could do something to Yasuo. Hopefully we can get out of this. Okay. So as you can see, the fact that they are just so fed, Cho'Gath and he also isn't fed, but he's going 666. But he's got a decent amount. What?
He's the devil.
I know my brother's saying he's the devil because he's got 666. I don't know, guys, you can hear him, but I was thinking if you guys are interested, my brother could definitely maybe go on Skype with me instead of just being in the background, and we could actually commentate on this together, and he'll have some helpful tips for you too. Yeah, my brother says all out crossing because he might just be flipping out because my brother's not the most happy fellow when he doesn't get his fed on. He prefers to go on champions who can constantly be getting fed. Now let's get out of the harm's way after getting our team fed. Okay, let's get away from the Cho'Gath now. Okay, now that we've gotten ready from the Cho'Gath, it seems like we just got a really amazing team fight off there. So now we should focus on pushing. And good thing our ADC got that. Our ADC is tanking the turret, so okay. I was gonna say it probably is low considering that. So now the fact that we just got the ace, we're gonna have to turn this heavily in our favor and push. What, Eric? You mean bot? So let's see. Yasuo and whoever is up. So I'm gonna just say we should probably get out. Because I don't know if we want to get into a big fight, but hopefully, since we're all here. Yep. Okay, so hopefully we can actually like go ahead and finish off their team again. But at this point, we should just be happy with the kills we've gotten and the objectives we've gotten. We should probably leave. I haven't gotten top turret or much damage on top turret, so that's something we should work on. Or at least not really. Like I've said, Baron is here, so we want to put pressure on bot lane. We want them to have to like go ahead and like go after bot lane. So if we can see the more valuable players in the bot lane trying to stop a push from our minions, we can go for more valuable objectives like Baron. And now they're going for a mid lane, which is probably one of the easiest lanes to go after, considering that it's usually, and I mean it is definitely usually. Okay, so I don't know how much danger we're actually in. Let's see if I can't get in there. Okay, so at this point I don't know if we can actually do much. Okay, we definitely want to get out. We want to get out. Okay, we definitely took that too far. We should have backed off, or at least just cleared the minions, because as you guys saw, that didn't end too well. So I say we're very close, but we tend to lose sight of more important objectives sometimes in a fight. And you see my brother here? I don't know if you could have done much help mid lane, so it's probably better that he's getting bot. Because having someone who's like a solid split pusher, if we can get them to focus their attention on bot and we can defend our turrets here, which should be very likely with other people coming up, and Jinx in general is just really strong late game. So let's get her to back off, because definitely she'll need to back off. And yeah, like I said, it's the same for the enemy Jinx. My brother just let some colorful language out, but he was trying to kill her before he killed them. So yeah, my brother he does pretty good damage, so he says that if he got his Q off, he would have killed her. He said he would have gotten his health back from it, which I think if you did get a good Q off, he definitely could have done a lot with it. Okay, so Jinx is letting us get red buff, which is very nice, because I think as someone like Gnar, I'm gonna have to definitely stick on them. I was gonna let her get it just because she can definitely make a lot of good plays off it. Yeah, they're getting Baron, I think. Nope, they're probably just scoping out the area, I guess. Okay, we should probably get out. Okay. So hopefully... I was hoping I could lead them in the other direction. It seems like we've already expended too much. Especially in a fight like that, that probably wasn't necessary. We probably should have been focusing on defending. Hopefully we can keep them from totally destroying us, but it seems like it's not in our fate to save this game right now. It seems like this is the end, guys. I hope you guys picked up some good tips in toppling in general, toppling against Nasus, and what to do, or at least try to do, when your teammates are in trouble. You should definitely pull off a lot of ganks, except it's not always the best thing in the world when someone against Nasus, it's almost like you have to decide what's more important. Preventing him from getting farm, or trying to help your teammates, which both are very important. But it depends on how the game is going around you. Like, mid lane and bot lane were having a little bit of trouble, so it might have been more beneficial if I went and ganked for them more often. Well, that's all for today, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And if you want more from my brother and me, we'll play more games, and if you want him to commentate with Skype, just put it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.